Second Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakal Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And you know what this is going into. You see the title up here. Adalia hits Florida's Big Bend as category 3 hurricane. And each year you see the Lord's hand and might and judgment and wrath in these storms. They get more intense, they get more violent. And this is nobody but Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You can say its harp is concentrated weather weapons. You can make it whatever you want, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is in control of all things. So it's him that did it. Right? Let's get it. Amos. Right? Let's get Amos. Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Everyone would say this is evil. No one would say this is a good thing. No one would say that this category 3 hurricane is a good thing. Right? This is an evil thing. So, what does it say? Shall not there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Telling you that the Lord did it, man. And we believe this Bible. We believe the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the Israelites, you need to believe in it too. Right? We're just giving you the warning, man. This place is about to come into a disaster zone. The whole country of America is about to be a disaster zone. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to unleash all holy hell on this place, man. You may not think that it's true. You may think that you ain't gonna live to see it, but hey, it's right around the corner, man. It can happen at any time, man. Because the Lord, He moves on His time, not yours. Right? It tells you in the book of Second Peter, chapter 3, and the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5, that the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, man. Meaning when you're off guard, when you're not looking. Right? Every year you have hurricane season ramping up in Florida. But as you hear, and I've watched several videos about this, you hear the people say this was the worst ever. It's never been one this bad. Every year get more intense, more ferocious, man. And the Lord He just getting started, man. He's just getting warmed up. You other nations, you done mess with the wrong people, and you done mess with the wrong power, man. You done mess with the wrong power through messing with His people, who are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Israelites. His holy chosen people, man. You done did a number on His people, so He's about to do a number on you, your society, your way of living, everything, man. So we're going to play this. Y'all about Shem Shah willing, elect be edified. Hey, check this out, man. Shalom.
Of our hours since it slammed ashore along Florida's Big Bend region as a major hurricane. Idalia is tonight a tropical storm, but forecasters warn still a dangerous force to reckon with as it works its way across southeastern Georgia, tracking up the Carolina coast. This morning, the fast-moving storm came ashore in Florida with wind gusts of over 80 miles per hour. So powerful, they toppled this massive service station awning in Perry, Florida. Near the coast, homes were destroyed or cut off as the much-feared storm surge inundated structures left standing. The storm surge in Cedar Key, topping 8.5 feet. Tampa Bay spared the worst of the storm, still saw a storm surge of 5 feet. Many residents near the heart of the impact zone cut off, forcing high water rescues. At least 2 deaths are said to be related to the hurricane. Tonight, with sustained winds still reaching 70 miles per hour, people along parts of the Carolina coast are on alert for heavy flooding. We have a large team across the storm zone. We begin with Tom Llamas in Florida. Tom, good evening.
Lester, good evening to you. As we're dealing with the emergency situation here in Florida, we want to show you some live pictures tonight. Georgia and Charleston, South Carolina, where this is right here, feeling the outer bands, and it is getting dangerous there tonight. Here in Florida, Idalia has cut off communities, surrounded them with water. Rescues are underway. Some are under curfew. Search and rescue teams, along with the National Guard, are in response mode right now. The only way to describe Florida's Big Bend, small towns with big damage. Tonight, our first look at the incredible fury of Hurricane Idalia. Powerful bursts of wind, relentless sheets of rain, and devastating storm surge combining into a destructive force of historic proportions.
I don't think anybody expected it to be this bad.
Oh my God! Oh! The Category 3 hurricane is the strongest to hit the Big Bend area in more than a century. Landfall came this morning at Keaton Beach with maximum sustained gusts of 125 miles per hour. Homes here didn't stand a chance. In nearby Perry, this gas station toppled by fierce winds, and across the region, roofs ripped off buildings. Oh my gosh! Have you ever seen anything like this in Perry?
Absolutely not. Nobody's going to get power for weeks.
The governor touring hard-hit Perry today. What's your message to Floridians who are trapped or stranded right now?
Well, if you are in distress, you can call 911, and there will be rescue efforts that will commence.
Now, check this out. These devils said they didn't have power, but here you go. You got another devil telling you to call 911. How are you going to call 911 with no power? See, this is the man who's in power. He's the ruler of this wicked ass society, man. And he's telling you to call 911 knowing that there's not power. You know? And as you heard them, they said it ain't never been this bad. Nobody thought it was going to be this bad. Why? Because these so-called white people, these Edomites, they don't believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They believe in Jesus. And that Jesus is all love. And Jesus will never do any harm to anyone. But you see, our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is a vengeful power. Right? Of fear. To be reckoned with, man. That do not play. If you don't do what he say, he will kill you. That's what it is, man. And these so-called white people, along with all these other nations and 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're gonna learn out the hard way, man. They're gonna learn that the hard way. Let's continue.
Storm has passed. The first responders are active.
In Steinhatchee, water is everywhere. The town under curfew and neighborhoods completely inundated by the rising tide. Because of that storm surge, many communities were cut off. People were stranded or trapped in their homes. Units like this one from the National Guard have been deployed because of their high water vehicles and those rescue boats up top. The Kime family is safe, but their Yankeetown home is underwater. Why did you decide to evacuate?
This surge right here, man. If we had been in our property, we would have got flooded in. We wouldn't have been able to leave.
The tree just went down.
With trees down and roads submerged all over the area, moving can be as treacherous as staying put. Already, 2 separate car crash fatalities reported by Florida Highway Patrol blamed on the weather. a total that would have grown if not for daring swift water rescues that saved dozens outside of Tampa.
Didn't know what I was going to do until these guys showed up. I was going to actually stay and swim in my house.
Florida's first responders pushed to the limit, the president offering help.
Anything the states need right now, I'm ready to mobilize that support of what they need.
There goes power lines right there.
As officials feared, Idalia overpowered the Big Bend area's electrical infrastructure. Hundreds of thousands of homes affected. Even the governor was left in the dark this morning.
That's going to be legitimate surge. It's going to be a big, big deal, and it's going to be very, very dangerous. And there we go with our power here.
Rest in peace, Faraway Inn.
Other local landmarks.
And you see, this is mainly happening in these Edomite neighborhoods, man. The same way the Most High in ancient Egypt plagued Egypt, right? But preserved the cities where the Israelites dwelt. Not saying, Israelites are not going to, witness and be a part of the plagues that Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna bring on the earth. But, and you see how the Most High is jacking up Esau Edom, man. Right? Because these people are evil, man, and wicked. So the Most High he has them in fear. This is Psalms 83, verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. This is the Lord's storm right here. His spirit was in this storm. You heard him. Hey, we ain't never had nothing like this. If we would have stayed on our property, man, we wouldn't have made it out, man. You know how Esau talk, man. This devil can't run, man. He can't hide from his judgment. All that he's done, all the rape, robbery, and murder that he's done, and he thinks that he's fixing to live in peace and harmony, right? That's completely contrary, or what's the word I'm looking for? Completely I'm gonna say backwards as far as how the Most High deems this man to live, man. He's going to bring hell unto him, man. Right? The Lord said he shall not feel quietness in his belly, man. He's going to be tormented. He's going to be plagued with all types of weather patterns, all types of different deaths, man, through sicknesses, because we're in the time that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring the curses upon these other nations, right? This is Isaiah 28:2. And it reads, behold, the Lord have a mighty and strong one, which as the tempest of hail and a destroying storm. And what did this storm do? Destroy everything in its path, man. You got roofs of houses ripping off, gas stations being torn down, cars being flipped over, houses being completely broken up, man. Right? So it says, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand of who? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Not no damn weather generating weapons, man. Weather generating weapons. Right? This is with the hand of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Right? And this is a spirit that was created for vengeance, man. Let's continue. I got one more. We're going to shut it down.
Weren't so lucky. This bed and breakfast in Cedar Key engulfed by storm surge. Some of Idalia's worst impacts happened in this small town of less than 1,000. In Pasco County, several homes burned in electrical fires.
My heart just dropped out of my chest when they called and said the house was on fire, because we prepared for a flood, not a fire.
And back in Perry, one family lucky to be alive. Idalia knocked down these massive trees, crushing their home. Huddled inside of this car, we met two of the survivors, Mom Summer and baby Amelia.
It was kind of terrifying, honestly.
Summer told me how her husband Brandon heard the trees snap and jumped on top of them.
He came and he jumped over top of us, and you could hear it crack and, you know, collide on top of the house.
Brandon telling me he did what anyone would do who loves their family. Has it hit you kind of what you did?
No, not really, no. Figured it'd be what anybody would do.
And Lester, that family you just heard from right there, they lived in this house just behind me, and you can see how big those trees are. They heard those trees snap, and those thick tree trunks just came crashing down on the home. It is incredible that anyone survived that. You can see right there the top of those trees crashing right into the roof. But that family, including that baby Amelia, they are alive tonight.
Thanks for.
So, hey, man, you seen it, man. Hey, you seen it. And these Edomites, they're being plagued, man. All of these things are to punish the wicked. These Edomites, they got to pay, man. They have to pay. Right? And they are not going to escape. This will be my last one. I'm going to shut it down. This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right? So this hurricane was a spirit that was created for vengeance. Right? This hurricane had a spirit in it. Whose spirit? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. An angel was in the spirit, right? That was given the order from Yahweh Shem Yahushua to come down there and create and do damage. And create vengeance, man. Right? So it says, in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made them? Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, right? Well, there's you had the wildfires, right, over there in Hawaii that killed over 1,000 people, right? You had hailstorms. You know, you had famine, which is a shortage of food. That's coming. And death in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Death is created for vengeance, man. Because you lived in sin, because you were wicked, death is your vengeance. You're going to get paid back through death. It says, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpion serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. The wicked, and that's who you see on the screen. The wicked. He's from the nation of the wicked, man. Esau, Edom. And the Lord said all of these things were created to punish the wicked to destruction, man. Whether they get eaten by wild animals, sharks, right? Weather patterns put them to death, sickness, houses collapsing on them, car crashes, right? All of that was created to bring vengeance to the wicked, whether it's in our people or the wicked being Esau, Edom, or any of these other nations. That's what you're going to receive. That's going to be the result of the way you live. Right? So, hey, you ain't got to listen. You ain't got to take heed to the warning. But, hey, the Most High said, then when all these things come to pass, then they shall know that a prophet have been among them. Kohlo Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Bashem Rakal Kadash. You know, repent, Israel. Love y'all. Until next time, Shalom.